Alright, y'all, let's get into the 2021 BET Awards. Y'all ready? It's lit.
I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Bright here, the R&B kid, and I'm back again with another video for you guys. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing very good. As you can see by the title, I'm here to talk about the 2021 BET Awards, which went down this past Sunday on June 27, 2021. Man, can we talk about COVID first thing? First things first, let's talk about COVID. You know, after last year's virtual ceremony, which I think was a highlight of the award shows that happened in 2020, was definitely the BET Awards. This year, the format went back to being in person. I don't know if it was at the Staples Center or just some theater in LA. Everything was back to in person. I'm assuming everybody was vaccinated, but then again, y'all playing games, so I don't know. I feel like a lot of people could have been forging documents. I don't know, but I'm assuming everybody got tested. But yeah, everything was back to being in person this year, which is interesting. You know, interesting to see how that compared to last year. But yeah, man. So you know, the world is open back up, and the BET Awards was a good representation of that for sure. Everybody was out and about. But yeah, man, the theme of this year was the Year of the Woman. I feel like that definitely fit because, you know, black women have been doing their thing in entertainment for the past couple years, especially this past year. I feel like black women have really been doing their thing, you know, in front of the camera and behind the scenes in entertainment lately. So I really like that theme. Shout out to all the women that were, you know, that part of the ceremony this year. And speaking of women, this year's show was hosted by Taraji P. Henson. Shout out to Taraji. I thought she did a great job. I think some people thought she was alright, but I thought she did a great job. I love Taraji's energy. I felt like she was perfect. I really loved her energy. I loved her comedic skits. I loved her little like, you know, history lesson on the history of twerking. I thought that was a really funny part of the show. And if you notice, like at different points in the show, every time she had a costume change, she was like representing with her outfit like an amazing, you know, iconic black woman and, you know, in history. And I thought she executed that really well. I just loved, you know, Taraji's energy. I thought she was like a good host. She was funny, but she wasn't there too much, but she kept the show going. I like Taraji. So shout out to you, Taraji. I think you did a great job as a host, and I'd love for you to come back in future years. I think she did a great job. But yeah, man, let's get into my overall thoughts on the show. I really thought that this year's show was pretty good. I think a lot of people thought it was whack, and I can definitely understand why. There were definitely some low points as always. I think the standard fare with the BET Awards at this point is like you'll definitely get a lot of cool moments, and you'll definitely get a lot of whack and unnecessary and filler moments. Let's talk about it, especially by a lot of these male rappers. I think a lot of the male rappers are who really brought down the show this year, to be honest. At the end of the day, even though there were definitely some low points, I think there was a lot of great moments as well, and I think the show flowed really well. And I really think BET was definitely in the bag this year with like just getting a good crop of, you know, artists to perform, and there were not a lot of issues behind the scenes that you didn't see a lot of like technical issues like in past years. So I thought the producers really put on this show in a really good way. Like it felt smooth, it flowed well. It was a hella long show. I think it went to like 11:30, so it was hella long, but it did feel smooth, so I did like that. And you know, like I said, even though there were some low points with performers like, you know, Migos, Moneybagg Yo, The Baby, Lil Baby, yeah, I think, you know, there were some low points. I think there were also a lot of great high points as well. You know, shout out to Andre Day, h.e.r, Megan Thee Stallion, Tyler the Creator, who in my opinion had the performance of the night, Jasmine Sullivan, Ari Lennox, the DMX tribute, the Queen Latifah tribute, definitely were the high points of the show for me. Yeah, so yeah, besides this being the Year of the Woman, they had a great tribute to not only DMX but also Queen Latifah received the Lifetime Achievement Award, which was so deserving and so amazing that it finally happened now. Better late than never. I feel like I don't know if it's BET or the Grammys, or somebody should have gave Queen Latifah a Lifetime Achievement Award, because she's been doing her thing for decades now, quietly. I always say that Queen Latifah has one of the most like underrated and unique and most resonant, you know, but like recognized and under talked to, like it's just not talked about, like her very versatile career in entertainment, from being a rapper to then being like a jazz and R&B singer, to then being an actor, Oscar nominated, Grammy winning, and now she's doing, you know, movies and TV shows. It's like, and behind the scenes, like business, like Queen Latifah has done so much, and she's good at everything she touches. So I'm so glad she finally got recognition for the groundwork she laid, you know, she paved to really open the door for so many of the female rappers to come after her, and for people to, you know, do what she did in terms of like, you know, going from, you know, rapping and singing into acting so smoothly. She really laid a lot of the groundwork for that. So Queen Latifah, thank you for your life, thank you for your work, thank you for your brilliance. We love you, we see you, we salute you, and I'm so glad you got recognized. It definitely was deserved. All right, before I go into my breakdown of the show, I just wanted to talk about this has been on my mind, you know, lately in terms of like, I feel like all the hatred that the BET Awards get. I just want to say that, you know, even though the BET Awards have they have had a lot of issues in the past year, so you know, some years have been dry, I really do want to give love to the BET Awards, because at the end of the day, you know, besides the Soul Train Awards, the BET Hip Hop Awards, and the NAACP Image Awards, we don't really have a lot of award shows out there that really are dedicated to celebrating black talent, black art, black entertainment, and black culture like the BET Awards do every year. I feel like it's always a great way for us to check in every year. You know, even if there are some low moments like there are every year, at the end of the day, I'm grateful for the BET Awards for giving us that opportunity to be able to be, you know, for us to be represented and seen in our light and in our culture. No, you know, unapologetically, just be us being black, you know, us putting it together. And I really want us to like stop giving so much hate to the BET Awards, especially because I think recently a lot of people have just been over award shows, and I get why, but at the end of the day, I want us to kind of get over being mad at the award shows, and I think we need to start realizing that the problem right now with the award shows is not so much how the award shows are going, because I thought this year, like I said, I thought this year's show flowed really well. I thought the producers did a good job of putting the show together. I think what people are not realizing is it's really, an award show can really only be as good as a crop of artists who are, you know, performing and being a part of it. And I think this generation specifically, there's an epidemic of artists who are just lacking in unique, pure artistry, and also just lacking in the live performance department in terms of, you know, being at a high caliber as a live performer. I think we're seeing so many artists from the past decade who are able to, you know, they're able to rack up hits. They can get hits in their sleep. They got hits on you know, hits after hit after hit, hits on deck, but you put them on the stage and it's dry. You know, we're getting all these artists who are great. They make great music. They go in the studio and they kill it, but they're not really, you know, like, artist development is gone, and like people are like, artists are not being trained on how to really like be a popping performer on stage. And I think that's why, and then they'll come up on these big award shows and just be dry, and then we're mad at, you know, we're mad at the Grammys, we're mad at the BET Awards, we're mad at the Soul Train Awards, but it's like, nah, we gotta talk about the fact that all these artists out here are just not, you know, not performing at the level that, you know, the previous generation has. When you think about, you know, the Michael Jacksons and the Beyoncés and the Princes and the Whitney Houstons and the Mariah Careys, like, when you think about all those, and the Janet Jacksons, the Michael Jacksons, like, when you think about all those artists, not only did they lay down the studio, but they also know how to go up on the stage and kill it. And we're just missing that in this generation. And we're always blaming award shows like the BET Awards for that. And it's like, nah, the BET Awards can only give, they're only spitting back in our face what our culture is right now. And our culture is artists who can make a hot-ass song, but not everybody, but a lot of artists who make a hot-ass song, but then they get up on stage and it just doesn't translate that much. And that's what's happening right now in our industry. And so it really is an epidemic, but BET, I think, did a great job with what they had this year. And like I said, so I want us to kind of get out of that. But yeah, man, let's get into the show. Y'all ready? Let's go. Alright, so the show started off with the intro performance from Kirk Franklin and Lil Baby of their song We Win off the new Space Jam soundtrack. I like that song, produced by Just Blaze. Shout out to Just Blaze. But man, Kirk Franklin, you know, he brought the energy. He was a good opener. But Lil Baby right next to Kirk Franklin was funny as hell, because Lil Baby needed a Red Bull. I tweeted that. I was like, Lil Baby needed a Red Bull. Lil Baby was tired as hell, and that's there, you know, we win. And then they finished performing, and Kirk Franklin was hyped, like, yeah. And Lil Baby was just like, yeah, I'm like, Lil Baby, wake up and perform, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Like, so that was hilarious, seeing one of the most energetic performers of our time being up against one of the like most non-energetic rappers of our time, even though his music is popping. Like, it was just really funny. So that was the intro of the show. Really weird intro, but I like that song. It was really interesting thing to see as the intro. Shout out to Lil Baby, but yeah, Lil Baby was tired and over it. And then Taraji P. Henson came out, you know, did her little intro, did her little monologue to present the show. I liked her. I liked what she was talking about. I loved her commentary. I felt like it was like funny and resonant as always. She's talking, you know, she's talking about, you know, black women doing their thing right now, and us, like, you know, coming together after all the stuff we've been through. You know, just good stuff. So I liked Taraji's little intro. And then after Taraji did her monologue, we had the Best Actress category, which went to Andra Day for her role in the Billie Holiday movie. I was sorry for Andra Day because the Oscars fucked that up. So I'm glad Andra Day got this award. I think I was listening to the read, and the read was talking about how Andra Day won that award, but she was the only person that wasn't like an actress in that category. And I thought that was funny, but at the end of the day, every other actress, you know, Issa Rae, Viola Davis, Angela Bassett, they're all amazing queens, and Zendaya. But honestly, you know, the only people who were Oscar nominated were Viola Davis and Andra Day. And I love Viola and Maroney's Black Bottom, but I said it in my Oscar videos. What Andra Day did in that Billie Holiday movie, amazing. So she definitely deserved that award. Like, Andra Day killed in that movie. I bet a lot of you have not watched that movie yet, and that's a shame. You need to go watch that movie. The Billie Holiday movie on Hulu. The movie was alright, but Andra Day's performance in that film was amazing. So y'all definitely need to go check that out, because she definitely deserved that for sure. And then after Best Actress, we had Migos come out and perform. And then one of the biggest reveals of the night, obviously, was Cardi B coming out after they performed Straightening to present her baby bump for baby number 2. Shout out to Cardi B and shout out to Offset. Congratulations. I'm not going to talk about the mess because it's not my business. And it's none of our business, but shout out to them. If they're happy, it's cool. But man, what a reveal. Cardi, you are a queen and you are a class act and just giving everybody shock value. And she's a queen at that. So she definitely came out again with her baby bump. And I was so confused. When she first came out, I was like, Cardi, are you pregnant? I was confused. I was like, wait, is that just the outfit? And then I saw the belly and I was like, oh. I was like, oh shit. No wonder the album ain't coming out. Like, no wonder we ain't had nothing besides Up. Like, I feel like Cardi B has like really been slowly rolling out this second album era, and now we know why, because she been cooking up a baby besides the album. Every time she want to drop an album, she gotta drop baby at the same time. Like, this is about to be a trend. Every time Cardi want to drop an album, she gotta drop baby at the same time. But yeah, man, so that was one of the biggest moments of the show. Really interesting moment. I loved it. I was happy for Cardi, and that was I was a shocker. My heart skipped a beat. But yeah, Migos performed Straightening. The little, do Cardi, straightening, don't get straight but straight. I love Straightening. That's a good ass song. I love that song. Migos, definitely one of the worst performers of the night. I love Migos, but they just do not translate on stage. They never do. They never have, and I don't think they ever will unless they get it together. But I love that song. But they were cool, but it was just dry as hell. Like, I feel like they needed more on stage. It didn't get pop until Cardi came out. Even when Cardi came out, she did her verse on Type Shit. It was cool, but it wasn't like it was honestly more about the baby reveal. I feel like she was rapping, she was doing her thing. Her energy was dope. Choreo was dope. She looked good. But the song, I don't think people really care about the song like that. It was just more about the moment of her revealing her baby. So, it was cool. That performance was cool, but it was really mostly about the baby reveal. So shout out to Migos and Cardi B. Man, another bun in the oven. Shout out to her, man. After that, we had the award for Best Group, and I know a lot of y'all are mad about this, but Silk Sonic won for Best Group instead of, Chloe and Halle or Migos or City Girls. And I know a lot of y'all are mad, and I get it, but at the end of the day, Silk Sonic has a #1 song out. Nobody else in that group can compete with the #1 song. And I know Silk Sonic is brand new. I know a lot of y'all like, but Chloe and Halle, City Girls, I get it. Chloe and Halle, it's a shame that they have not won anything. But at the end of the day, I'm not really pressed for Chloe and Halle because I feel like these girls are not going anywhere. And they're only on the second album, and they're gonna be here for years to come. Like, we have to keep that in mind. Like, Chloe and Halle only on the second album. In future eras, they will be sweeping everything walking. Like, trust me, give it like album 3, 4, 5. They're gonna be sweeping their era. Like, they're gonna be sweeping Grammys, BET Awards, Soul Train Awards, all that. But they have to get more. They have to get more legs into the mainstream for that to happen, I think. Like, Chloe and Halle, if you look at their numbers, while I think they're loved by the world, they still aren't big. That they still haven't like reached that commercial peak yet. Like, they're still building their audience, to be honest. Like, so we gotta be patient on Chloe and Halle. They definitely deserve something for this era because the Ungodly Hour era was amazing, and it's a shame they've not gotten anything. But at the end of the day, it's alright. They'll be here to get their awards in the future. Like, they're still young, they got time, they're good. But Silk Sonic, I feel like they definitely deserve it as well. They only got one song out, but that song is popping, and they're definitely one of the most exciting groups or duos out right now in the industry. So I'm not mad they won it, and shout out to them. I love that song. Shout out to Silk Sonic. I knew they were gonna win it. I was hoping Chloe and Halle would win it, but I knew Silk Sonic was gonna win it. I just had a feeling that Silk Sonic was gonna win something. I felt it. So I'm not surprised they won Best Group. So shout out to Silk Sonic. And after that, we had Tone Stith as the first performer on the Amplified music stage, which I always love. They give a new and upcoming artist or a new burgeoning artist the opportunity to perform a little song right before they go to ads. And I hate that they cut it off like halfway through, but it's all good. But Tone Stith did his thing. I forgot what he performed, but he performed one of the new songs off of his new EP, F with Me, FWM, which is a good EP, so go check that out. Shout out to Tone Stith. I love Tone Stith, one of the best young R&B dudes out right now. He can sing, write, produce, everything. Like, he's crazy. So definitely tap into Tone Stith if you're not already. He's a great artist. All right, after that, we had her come out and perform We Made It, which to me was definitely one of the highlights of the night. I love her. I just did a review on her latest album, on her debut album, Back of My Mind. A lot of y'all didn't like my review, but I was being honest about it. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite performances of the night. night. It was kind of bittersweet for me because I wish she performed Damage because that's her big song right now. But it's okay. We've already had Damage, but she performed the intro off her album, We Made It. I love that song. One of my favorite songs off the album. And I love this performance. She came out the sky, like on this little, like, you know, this little thing coming out the sky. She was out the sky playing drums while singing at the same time. And then she started, you know, she left that little platform that came up the sky. And then she went to the stage and she's just singing, do a little chorus with her dancers. It was great. And then after she did like the song, she ended off with like this amazing guitar solo. She came and got her guitar, went to the middle of the stage and did this crazy guitar solo. And I loved it. And I was so happy because I feel like her's been kind of slowly building and letting us know what she can do as a performer, as an artist. And to me, I feel like this was the first time where her really looked like a real rock star, and I loved it. Like she really looked like a real rock star, like an iconic artist, like, you know, performing drums and singing and dancing, then doing a guitar solo and just being, you could tell she was just present in the moment. Like I loved it. Her had one of the best performances of the night. Her, You Did That. That was an amazing performance. The song translated so well on the stage, and like that performance breathed, but it still felt like, you know, it still felt urgent. It was great. I loved it. It was a moment. I loved it. She looked great. She had, you know, she had the shirt with the Jimi Hendrix photo on it, you know, just giving, you know, black rock, you know, rock artist vibes. I loved it. Her, You Did That, You Killed It was amazing. Definitely one of the highlights of the night for sure. After that, we had the award for Best New Artist, which went to Giveon, which I was so happy for. Giveon definitely deserved that. Giveon is one of my favorite new artists out right now. I was definitely going for him to win. I'm glad he did. I'm so happy for him, but I don't know why he didn't accept this award. I thought he wasn't there, but then I saw pictures of him on the red carpet, so I don't know why he didn't accept his award. I don't know if he was like caught up with something, but yeah, Giveon was in the building, I think, but he didn't accept the award. But I'm glad he won. So shout out to Giveon. I'm glad you won. You definitely deserved it. After that award, Taraji came out and she had an outfit that was like impersonating her, and I thought like her trying to do a parody of her was funny as hell. I thought Taraji killed it. It's like, I'm an artist, don't you see me, my guitar? And I was like, Taraji, you better kill that. So that was funny as hell. And then after Taraji did a parody of her, then we had Moneybagg Yo come out and perform a little bit of Waukesha and Time Today. Moneybagg Yo was cool as an artist to me, but he definitely had one of the worst performances of the night. He was just dry. You know, shout out to his dancers, all the girls were doing their thing, but in terms of him and his presence, it just wasn't there. Another rapper who, you know, who can make hits for days, but you put him on stage and it's just boring. It wasn't like terrible, but it just wasn't. It was very boring and definitely was not one of my favorite performances tonight. I was totally forgettable. It was just really mid, but it wasn't a bad performance at all. It was just really mid. So shout out to Moneybagg Yo. I like the songs, but that performance was, I didn't need it. I feel like that was one performance that we didn't need, but I get why, because he's doing his thing right now. But that performance to me was like a waste of time. It wasn't needed. It was boring. And speaking of these rappers out here giving really mid performances, right after that we had DaBaby come on perform Ball If I Want To. He came out from the crowd, and you know, I love DaBaby's energy. I'm not really liking a lot of his new songs lately with all these, like, you know, these like 16th, 17th century beats, you know, flute going crazy every other song. I'm kind of over at this point, you know what I'm saying? But I still love DaBaby's energy, even though I'm not really rocking him for what he did, hopping on scat like that. Even I know he couldn't control the release of scat, but at least I feel like he should have made it clear that he's not really rocking with that song being out. But niggas are going nig, so I did whatever. But that's another story for another day. But I love DaBaby's energy. I just really didn't like that performance at all. There was a lot going on that stage for a mid-ass song. For a song that is really not that great, there was a lot going on that stage. He had like freaking some white dudes playing basketball, like, you know, dunking on the side of the stage, even though like no one's really looking at that. And then he had like mad, like, you know, dancers, like mad cheerleaders, all like he had like a big ass babe, you know, the typical DaBaby shit, like mad stuff on stage, mad things on stage, mad things going on, but it just all amounted to a whole bunch of nothing. Like the song is still mid. You know, it was like, all right, I'm seeing there's a lot going on stage. It's cool to look at, but like I didn't feel moved by any of it. Like I just didn't feel moved by anything that was going on with DaBaby's performance. I love the staging. The staging was god level in terms of like everything they got together for his performance. All that staging was dope, but that song was whack, and DaBaby he was just giving the bare minimum to me. Like I'm gonna hop on stage, yell, rap, and I'm gonna get off. And it's like, all right, but you've done this a million times before. DaBaby, I want something new. Give us something fresh. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, DaBaby, it was alright. After that, we had the Shine a Light Award that was presented by Lauren London, and she presented it to the girl who filmed the unfortunate incident that happened to George Floyd, and I forgot her name. I'm sorry I forgot her name, but shout out to that queen for pulling out her camera and doing what has to be done so all of America could see the an unbelievable amount of racism that still perpetuates our society to this day, that tries to go hidden but now is being exposed. So thank you to that queen for doing what has to be done. I'm glad she got the Shine a Light Award. Definitely deserved for what you did. Thank you so much. And then after the Shine a Light Award, we had the Best R&B/Pop Female Award, and that went to her. I'm definitely not mad at that. Her definitely deserved that. And I love her speech about, you know, R&B not being dead, and R&B being the foundation of everything happening today, even though people want to act like and claim that R&B is not relevant no more. And the numbers show that, but at the end of the day, R&B is still such a big part of the culture, and it always will be. So I loved her talking about, you know, getting support from, you know, all the black women that were in the audience, and, you know, people like Chloe Bailey that, like, you know, like she was just talking about like other black female R&B artists doing their thing right now that are holding it down for R&B, and I love that. It was a great speech. I loved hers. I loved her speech. It was amazing. It was definitely needed. It was definitely needed to be heard by everybody in that room, because, you know, hip-hop is the dominant genre right now, but at the end of the day, R&B will always be the skeleton and foundation for everything going on in music. It will always be. So I'm glad her talked about that, and she, you know, she talked her shit. And R&B gang for life, you know what I'm saying? R&B gang, you know, we love hip-hop, we love pop, but R&B gang in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, shout out to her for winning that award. I'm glad she won it. Happy for her. Alright, so after that we had Megan Thee Stallion come out, and she performed Thought Shit, her latest joint. I think a lot of this was mixed. A lot of people thought she was amazing. A lot of people thought she was whack. A lot of people wanted it to be like more interesting and more engaging. And I can understand that. I can definitely get that. But I thought Megan did a great job. I think the reason why her performance might have threw some people off is because of how like the staging was so simple. Like it had, like, you know, it had this like all black look to it. Her and all the dancers were in all black. It was a really simple stage that didn't have a lot going on compared to the video, which had like so much stuff going on. Like, you know, he had the white man running around. She was in a garbage truck. She was in a restaurant. You know, she had a lot of stuff going on in the video. So I think because the video was so crazy and because the performance on the BET Awards was so like chill, I think that threw a lot of people off. But I still liked Megan's performance. I thought it was great. She did look a little bit like she was kind of just going through the motions a little bit. I'll admit that, a little bit. But I still thought like she looked great. I thought, you know, she was rapping good. I thought her energy was still like, it's still there for the most part. So I thought she did a good job, you know, just putting everything together with that performance. I thought it came together. I just think maybe it was a song that didn't translate that well on stage. I think it was probably the song, but I still think she did a great job in terms of bringing, you know, doing what she could do to make that like a memorable moment for the night. I definitely think it was one of the better performances, but it definitely wasn't the best. But I thought it was good. So let me know what y'all thought about Megan's performance. I thought Megan did a good job. I thought she ate. I thought she did a pretty good job. But yeah, next time, hopefully we'll get a better song that sounds better, you know, in a live performance. And hopefully next time she'll have more stuff going on stage, so there's like more to look at and more to kind of, you know, chew on, compared to just like her and her dancers in all black and that's it. But other than that, I still thought it was great. And right after that, they didn't even give Megan a second to breathe. Then we got the award for Video of the Year, and that went to WAP by Cardi and Megan. I'm not mad at that award. I forgot who else was nominated. I'll go through that later, but I forgot who else was nominated, but I definitely am not mad that they won that award. But the weird thing is Cardi B was backstage the whole time. I don't know why she didn't want to come out for the award, but she let Megan accept the award. And I'm kind of mad at Megan's team that nobody told her she had a little bit of lipstick in her teeth, but it's all good. But yeah, Megan gave a little speech, just, you know, just thanking, you know, just being thankful for everything that's happening in her life right now, thanking her mom and all that stuff, thanking her team, usual shit. She did thank Cardi, which I was like, damn, Megan, not gonna thank Cardi, but she thanked Cardi later when she won her next award. But I was like, damn, Megan. But it's all good though, so I know they're cool. Yeah, so that was Video of the Year, went to Up. And then after that, we had Jennifer Hudson come out and preview her role in the new upcoming Aretha Franklin biopic, Respect, which I'm really excited for. It's coming out, I think, sometime in August. So yeah, man, I really like that. You know, Jennifer Hudson got to talk about her role in that movie, but I wish they showed a preview of the movie. Like, I feel like they always do that every BET Awards. Like, they'll show the preview of like some of the biggest black movies coming out, you know, of the year. I don't know why they didn't like do a preview of Respect. I feel like they should have done a quick little preview, just a little trailer, just a little one, because we already have trailers out. So I don't know why they didn't show a little trailer after Jay had talked. And then when Jennifer Hudson was finishing her time on stage, the cameras panned to Cynthia Erivo, and I was over it. I was like, yo, BT, why y'all so messy? Why y'all so messy? Like, literally, Jennifer Hudson is finishing her speech, and they panned to Cynthia Erivo, and I was like, oh lord. Because if y'all know, Cynthia Erivo also played Aretha Franklin recently in the National Geographic miniseries about Aretha Franklin, which I thought was really done well. Apparently there was a lot of like things that were wrong with like the timeline or some facts or whatever, I don't know, but I thought the miniseries they put together was great. So I'm really looking forward to seeing which will be better, the miniseries or the movie. I don't know, but that was messy as hell. I was like, BT, y'all ain't changed. BT, y'all messy, and I'm here for it. That shit was so messy though. Oh shit, mess. And then after that, we had Tyler, the Creator, come out and perform Lumberjack. Tyler, the Creator, bro, I salute you. Probably my favorite performance of the night. I think, in my opinion, it was the performance of the night. I loved it. Man, it probably was the most unique stage design of the night as well. I love how they had like this like hologram type, like, you know, this like green screen type thing behind him that was like showing him like driving through this like countryside with his driver, and then like this like windstorm comes. He literally replicated the end of the Lumberjack video, and it was so amazing. It literally looked like a music video that came to life. It was so amazing. Yo, it's Tyler, the Creator. I love how I really appreciate Tyler's effort and how he always strives to always put on a spectacle, and he always gives you something to really look at and to really like digest, compared to all these other rappers out here that just want to jump around on stage and that's it. Like, Tyler never gives you the bare minimum. He always gives you something to think about. He always gives you something that he executed so well. Tyler, Creator, man, like, performance of the night. I loved it. I just wish it wasn't so short. It was like 2 minutes long. It was so short. I hated that it was so short, because by the time I was like, oh my god, this is late, like it was over, and I was like, damn, like that shit was good though. But whoa, Tyler, Creator, you did that, bro. Lumberjack is fire, the album is fire, the performance was fire. This era, you're just doing your thing right now, and I love it. Like, Tyler, Creator, man, so much creativity in that man's mind. Like, so creative. He's not boring. Like, I wish we had more type of Tyler, Creator type of male rappers in the game. Like, the dudes who will come on stage and give you an actual stage design and give you an actual idea, give you an actual something to think about, and not just like, oh, I'm gonna jump around with a bunch of dancers and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna walk off like the Baby and Lil Baby and Moneybagg Yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, him like being blown away by like this like crazy wind and like money and like hay like flying all around like Hawaii, and mind you, he's like rapping while he's singing he's rapping the entire song like while he's like moving crazy and being blown away by wind. Like, that was amazing. Tyler, Creator, bro, like, Jesus, he did that, bro. So after Tyler, Creator, we had the award for Best Female Hip Hop Artist, and that went to Megan Thee Stallion. No surprise there. I'm definitely happy for Megan. She definitely deserved it. Love that for her. Definitely wasn't surprised that she won, but at the same time, I'm kind of tired of Megan always acting surprised for awards that she knows she's gonna win anyways. Like, Megan, you knew you was winning that award. Like, you're the. I think she's been the hardest female rapper of 2020. So of course she was gonna win that award. Like, come on. But she's like, oh me. I'm like, Megan, you knew you was winning it. Stop playing. But yeah, shout out to Megan for winning that award. That was the second award of the night, and then she finally thanked Cardi, so shout out to her for finally thanking Cardi for winning Video of the Year. And then after that, we had Taraji, you know, doing a little transition moment, and she was impersonating Erykah Badu, and that was funny as hell. She walked up to Method Man and she was like, yo, what's up? I know you're part of the Wu-Tang, but you want some of this Poo-Tang? It's like, I got incense in my kitty. I'm like, yeah. Taraji P. is so funny. That shit took me out. Taraji, stop playing games. That shit took me out. But yeah, that was amazing. I loved it. After that, we had Jazmine Sullivan come out and perform her new song Tragic, and after that she performed her duet with Ari Lennox called On It after that, and that was amazing as well. Definitely, to me, one of the best performances of the night. Definitely one of the highlights of the night. I really loved like the purple and brown color scheme with the costuming and the staging design and the color scheme and all that. The dances were amazing. Jazmine looked amazing, and she sounded great when she performed Tragic. For me, it was a little bit bittersweet, because even though I like Tragic, it's a brand new song. It just came out this past week. I like Tragic. It's a great song, but it didn't translate well because not a lot of people really know that song yet. So like the crowd wasn't really like rocking to it like that, but it still was a good song, and I liked how she sounded. She sounded amazing on it. But then after that, after she did Tragic, she then came into the middle of the stage and she performed On It with Ari Lennox, which was such a nice surprise to see Ari Lennox come out. Man, her and Ari sounded so good together, just singing On It. I want to spin on it. That song still goes up to this day. Love that song. Go check out my Hotels review. I love that album. But yeah, man, definitely one of the best performances of the night. On It was it for me, especially. Her and Ari did a great job duetting. I really want us to bring back R&B duets for award shows. I feel like it's a dying format. I want us to bring back R&B duets. It's such a good thing to see on an award show. Like, not just one artist doing anything, but like, you know, two artists just doing a thing who are both talented. And you know, Ari and Jazmine gave us real vocals, real emotion, just real singing, just real gutter R&B, and I loved it. It was amazing. I wish we had more of that throughout the night, but yeah, that was a definite highlight for me. I loved it. Jazmine and Ari, y'all did that, man. man. Y'all both looked amazing. Y'all both sounded amazing. And at the end, I was laughing a little bit because I feel like Jasmine went crazy at the end, and Ari was singing too, but then at the end she kind of gave up because she's like, I can't compete with Jasmine. She's like, I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm gonna let Jasmine finish out. But I was like, no, Ari's singing. Like, do what you gotta do. But Ari's like, nah, I'm not gonna hit my last note because Jasmine got it. But I don't blame her because Jasmine is a beast. But Ari, you still did your thing too. You sounded amazing as well, and definitely a highlight. It was amazing. I loved it. After that, we had the BET Her Award, which was presented by MJ Rodriguez, and I think it went to SZA's Good Days, which I was very happy for. I was kind of hoping Brandy could win it because Brandy's never won a BET Award. My fave has never won a BET Award, which is hella sad and hella wrong, but whatever. But at least I'm glad SZA Good Days got it. If Brandy lost anybody, I'm glad she lost the Good Days because Good Days is everything and more. I love that song still to this day. Definitely glad I won the BET Her Award. Love that for SZA. SZA apparently didn't come because she was too nervous to come, and she didn't think she was gonna win, but she did win. So SZA, just come to awards shows. I know you're an introvert. I know you want to stay in the crib and just be high chilling, but come out to the award show. You about to drop an album allegedly, so come out and promote yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, SZA, dang. After that, we had Roddy Ricch come out and perform his new song, Late at Night. Late at Night. I love that song. To me, Roddy could have used a little bit more energy, but he still sounded great, and he looked good. I like his, I think he had like an all-white outfit on. He looked great, and he sounded great, but I just want him to have like more energy on stage. I mean, Roddy's always usually low-key, but I feel like I've seen him like have more like energy and conviction in a performance. I felt like for a major performance like that, I wish he had more energy, but he did sound good, like I said. And I love the song. And his staging and his dancers and his lighting was all really good too, so I think he definitely had a good setup. I just wish he had more energy, but the song is good and he sounded good, so it is what it is. Roddy was cool. So after Roddy, we then had the award for Album of the Year, which was presented by Sweetie, and it went to Jasmine Sullivan for Hotels, which I was so surprised by because I really thought that was going to go to The Weeknd for After Hours, because I just thought they wanted to give The Weeknd something, but I'm glad it went to Hotels because that's definitely deserved. Hotels is an amazing album, so I'm definitely glad it won Album of the Year. Jasmine Sullivan deserves something for this era so far. Like, I'm glad she won that for sure, because I don't know if she'll win any Grammys for this album, so I'm glad she at least definitely won, this BET award, which it was definitely deserved. Jasmine Sullivan, for winning one of the biggest awards of the night, quietly, I'm very happy for you. Hotels is an amazing body of work. Shout out to you. Like I said, go check out my review of the album. After that, we had another amplified music stage performer, and this time it was Mereba, who I love. She performed her song Rider, which I love, produced by Elite, who produces for Ari Lennox. I love that song. Mereba's really cool R&B, new R&B artist that I want y'all to check out. I like her music. She's dope. She has a really chill, kind of mystical, earthy vibe to her that I love, while still making modern R&B, So I like her music a lot. She's definitely dope. Definitely go check out Mereba, and her song Rider is dope. So definitely go check her out. She's amazing. And then there was Lil Nas X. Oh man, let's get into it. So Lil Nas X came out and performed his new #1 hit song, Montero, Call Me By Your Name. I love that song. Such a catchy record, even though lyrically it's a lot, but it's a catchy ass song that I like a lot. So he came down and performed the song in this Egyptian theme. He had on, him and his dancers had on Egyptian, Egyptian style costuming, and the stage had like a pyramid on it. He had an Egyptian theme to it, which I really liked. I feel like it fit the theme of the song, and it also was supposed to be a tribute to Michael Jackson's Remember the Time video, which I didn't really realize until he actually did the breakdown towards the end of the performance. The breakdown was dope, and it really was a nice tribute to that video and to Michael Jackson. So I love the tribute that he did to Michael Jackson. I feel like he did it well, even though I didn't really get it was a tribute to that breakdown. But my thing with this performance is that I was very happy with this performance because I thought it was a great way. I thought it was a great moment for the culture to really see this little black boy just being himself, being his authentic, gay, proud self during Pride Month. I love that. I feel like it was definitely a great moment in terms of, the progression of LGBT artists. In terms of him being visible and represented, and what he did on this, what he did in terms of just gyrating, shaking his ass as a whole black boy in front of Black America, in front of the whole world, and also him kissing his dancer at the end. I know a lot of people were not into it and they were turned off, but I was like, wow, I'm proud of you for going there and really being brave enough at your young age to just do that and be fearless and just do your thing and just show show the world who you are and be unapologetic and proud of it. I love that. That was amazing. It definitely was a moment for our culture, and it was definitely, I feel like it's definitely gonna be a moment in history for music industry, spectacles and shocking moments. We've had kisses before, Fantasia and Jamie Foxx kiss earlier, we had Madonna and Britney kiss earlier. Kisses are nothing new, but when was the last time you seen a black man kiss another man of color you know, on stage at an award show. I don't think we've ever seen that before. So definitely was a historic moment. But my only issue with the performance was lack of execution with his vocals and his dancing at first. Like, he seemed really stiff at first. It seemed like he was kind of like, I don't know if he was just nervous, but I feel like I was seeing him dance like harder and like more in a more enjoyable way. It feels like he wasn't having that much fun at first. He seemed really stiff and kind of just like you know, 1 2 3 4, you know, really like you can tell he's like kind of in his head a little bit. And then vocally he just didn't sound good at all. Like, I think it kind of picked up towards the end, like when the song was over, you know, we had to hit that last final chorus. It sounded much better, but at the beginning especially, it just was like, I don't know, I feel like I've heard him sound better. I don't know if that was just his off night for him or what, but I feel like I've heard him sound better. And he just sounded really like low. I don't know if the mic was low, but it's like you could barely hear him sometimes, and he just wasn't singing that well. I think my thing with Lil Nas X is I want him to stop being like the walking poster child for like gay progression, and I want him to, if he wants to be like just an artist, then at some point he needs to step away from doing that all the time. Like, definitely be proud of being gay, but be, you know, who you are. But I don't want him to just be the oh, that's the little gay boy. Like, I don't want that to be like what he's known for. I want him to be known for actually having popping music and giving you great performances and giving you moments. And that doesn't have to mean kissing people, but I don't mind the kiss. But for me, I just was like, Lil Nas X, I wish you spent more time just making sure your vocal had been popping, so it would have been like, so nobody could have told you shit. Like if his dancing had been harder, if his vocal had been together, then it really would have been like, oh man, like this artist is talented and he shut it down. But I think a lot of the reason why people appreciate it is just because he's you know, progressing the representation of gay artists and gay and black gay boys and men in the world, which I love, and I'm here for that, and I want him to do that in a way, but I don't want that to be his only thing, you know what I'm saying? And I really do wish he could just get it together with the vocals. But other than that, I thought the performance was definitely great and one of the highlights of the night, in terms of like the staging, the you know, the choreography, the way they set it up. It was definitely one of the most memorable performances of the night. The kiss at the end was crazy, and I was like, oh shit, I was like, but you better kiss him, do your thing, man, I see you. Like, I loved it. But yeah, I just wish she had sung better. That's my only thing. I just wish she had sung better to have really solidified it as an iconic moment in, you know, music industry, you know, history. But it's all good. I'm still very proud of Lil Nas X for his courage and his ability to just like not give a fuck in front of a stadium full of black people and in front of a nation who's just homophobic as hell. So I'm very proud of him. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought about that performance down below. After that, we had the award for best male hip-hop artist, and that went to Lil Baby, who literally gave a 5-second speech. He said thank you, bye. He didn't care. Lil Baby did not want to be there all night. He showed that from his Kirk Franklin performance to his acceptance speech. Lil Baby didn't want to be there, and that's cool, but next time just tell your team that you don't want to be there and don't come, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that deep. But Lil Baby did not give a fuck. He said thank you, alright, bye. But shout out to Lil Baby for winning best male hip-hop artist. Definitely deserved. Lil Baby been going crazy for the past year. He's been going crazy. Shout out to him. After that, we had Silk Sonic come out and perform their hit song Leave the Door Open. Iconic record. We all love Leave the Door Open. Crazy good record. I love that song. I really liked how they had, like, it was like a makeshift club and they were like walking to like a red carpet type of vibe. I don't know if it was like in the theater or if they pre-recorded it. I don't know what it was, but it looks great. I love the vibe they had with the performance. Like, you know, looking like they were like in like a really nice, like really fancy lounge or like a really nice club, walking through the red carpet to get to the club. It was really nice. I liked it how they did it. The camera work throughout the whole performance was amazing. Shout out to whoever like did the camera work. It was amazing. Definitely one of my favorite performances of the night. I love that song. I love both of them. I love what they do with that song. They performed it so well. Bruno Mars was singing like the rent was due, like he always does. Bruno Mars was singing his ass off. Innocent Paak was right there assisting, also giving great vibes as well. Shout out to Innocent Paak. Yeah, great performance. I loved it. But my only thing was I was so weak at Anderson being like, y'all want to hear the next song? Y'all want to hear a new song? Everyone was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, well, you're gonna have to wait because this song is still in the top 10. So we're gonna do it again and again and again until that's over. And I was like, innocent. I was like, innocent. I was like, Innocent Paak. you know that meme with the girls like, that's how I felt. Like, honestly, I'm not mad at y'all still milking Leave the Door Open because, like they said, it's still in the top 10. It's still going crazy, so I'm not mad that they're milking it. But at the same time, I am itching for the next single, but I'm patient, so I can wait. But I'm hoping we get the next single sometime in July, and then hopefully the album like August, September. Like I hopefully we'll get that. We'll get the new soon. But yeah, for now we got Leave the Door Open, and they're gonna let us know that this song is still here. So yeah. But other than that, I thought it was amazing. Shout out to Silk Sonic, great performance. It was amazing. All right, next up we have the City Girls come out and perform Twerkulator. Man, that performance wasn't bad, but also wasn't that great. It was cool. Something about the performance was really off at the beginning. Like they were trying to get their, like, they came out the sky and they were trying to get like their harnesses off, but it was taking mad long, so that was a little weird. They cut to the dancers and then they came back and they were doing their thing. But I really appreciated JT's energy throughout the performance. I really liked her energy. Young Miami wasn't bad, but she kind of just seemed like she was just trying to get through it. She was trying to get it over with. But yeah, Young Miami was still cool. But for me, I feel like them trying to rap and dance at the same time, like all out, while doing like this, like all this like crazy choreo and trying to rap, like especially with the song that has like a lot of cuss words in it, it just didn't translate well. Like I feel like you could barely hear what they were saying because the song has mad cuss words in it that got bleeped out, and then when you could hear them, they were like kind of out of breath and in and out because like they were dancing, all crazy. It looked weird, but at the same time, it still was really endearing. It was cute. Like, I like their little like dance battle they had at the end where they split into two groups and kind of giving like, white chicks, like kind of like a Bring It On vibes. Like it was giving like, cheerleader practice vibes with like their little dance battle at the end, and like white chicks when they had a little dance battle in the club and white chicks. So that's the vibe it was giving, and it was cute, but it also was like. I was like, all right, it was cute. I was like, oh, that's cute. Do that little, when your black mom, your auntie call you to come do the dance for your family. Oh, show Miss Pearly that little dance you do. That's the vibe it was giving. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad, but it was also like, all right, I know y'all could do better than this. But yeah, I want City Girls to definitely go in the lab and keep practicing, get more comfortable performing. I also want them to just have choreography that's like less predictable, and I want them to have. I also thought it would have been better if like the outfits didn't blend in with their dancers. Like you can also barely tell like who the stars were because I feel like they wore the same outfits as their dancers. So next time wear different outfits so y'all can stand out, and also just have like choreography that's like not as hard hitting and I think it's just better for the song. They were twerking, that was cool, but it's like other than that, it was good with cheerleader practice. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't bad, but it definitely wasn't a highlight of the night for sure. But yeah. Next up, we had the award for Best International Acts, which went to Burna Boy. Shout out to Burna Boy. I'm definitely not surprised he won. Shout out to Burna. Definitely not a shocker. I'm glad he won. Definitely deserved it. He been going crazy for the past year. I'm actually glad he made it on stage this time because last year he won. He didn't make it on stage because he was getting a drink or some shit. I'm like, Burna. And his mom accepted the award. But this year he actually accepted the award, so thank God for that. And I loved how he took a little time to teach the audience, a little bit of pidgin, a little bit of Nigerian pidgin. I loved it. So shout out to Burna for doing that. And showing African Americans where they come from. I loved it. It was amazing. Shout out to Burna Boy. Definitely deserved that award. Then after that, we had the Lifetime Achievement Award, which went to Queen Latifah. Like I said before, great moment of the show. Definitely one of the best moments of the show. Man, Queen Latifah should have been got this award, like I said, but better late than never. She has one of the most versatile careers in the game, and it's really sad, but it also makes sense how she's not been recognized till now because she's so like low-key and like under the radar with it. But I'm glad she finally got recognized by BET for her amazing lifetime of just amazing work in film, TV, music, everything. Like she's done everything, and she's done it all so well. Like I said, she doesn't get talked about enough these days. I don't know why. Like she's been a part of so much. So yeah, shout out to Queen Latifah. Definitely deserves that award. They started off the tribute by doing a little video montage of like her career and people talking about her. That was amazing. So after the video montage, we had Rhapsody and Moni Love come out and perform Ladies First. That was dope. Shout out to Moni Love and Rhapsody. They both looked good, sounded great, were rapping their ass off. The energy was great. And after that, we had Lil Kim come out and perform one of the verses of UNITY, my favorite Queen Latifah song. She performed one of the verses of that song, I think the first verse. And then after that, MC Lyte came out and performed the second verse. Man, great. It was just great seeing like those female rap legends still looking, sounding great, doing their thing. They both killed it. Y'all was killing Lil Kim for her little so like her little Prada bang or some shit like that. I don't know. But Lil Kim looked interesting. She looked like she was like rapping, like she was kind of giving like a Mummy on Halloween vibes, but like in a stylish way, giving the all white rap. You know what I'm saying? She had a little bang and she had like some like emblem right there, or some kind of something right here that was like a design or something. I don't know what it was, but shout out to Lil Kim. She looked good, and MC Lyte looked amazing as well. She sounded good. And I love that you could tell that Queen Latifah was like into it, like she loved the performances, she loved the tribute. You could tell she really felt the love from her peers and from, you know, BET and the audience and just the people around the world. You could tell she really felt the moment. You know, she brought her dad there. She had a picture of her mom there, who I think recently passed away. She had a picture of her mom while she was accepting the award. It was so beautiful, and she just gave love to, you know, her peers, the people who inspired her, her family, her mom. She gave love to her partner. She's a happy pride. And I was like, oh, Queen Latifah, oh, because I feel like Queen don't really talk about her private life like that. So I'm glad she like talks about her partner and you know, all that. And I loved it. But yes, Queen Latifah definitely deserved it. It was a moment for the books. I loved the tribute, and I think they all did a great job. So yeah, shout out to that moment. One of the best parts of the show for sure. After the Queen Latifah tribute, then we had DJ Khaled come out and perform 2 songs off of his Khaled album. He performed first he did Every Chance I Get with Lil Baby and Lil Durk. That was alright. It was mid to me. I like that song, but the performance was alright. It was just Lil Baby and Lil Durk just doing them on stage, just chilling, not really, you know, just doing them. It was chill. It was alright. And then after we had Every Chance I Get, then DJ Khaled did I Did It with Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Megan Thee Stallion, and h.e.r. came out for a little bit too, and the baby. So I think Megan was first, or maybe Lil Baby and Lil Durk was first, and then Megan came out, did her verse, and then Megan, as soon as Megan did her verse, she just hopped off stage, and I was like, dang, mess. I'm not mad at you, Megan. Megan was like, I am not gonna be on stage with the baby, and I'm honestly, Megan, I stand with you. I'm not mad at you. At the end of the day, I know a lot of people act like what the baby did was like, it's not that serious, it's just business, but at the end of the day, to me that shit is a little foul, because even though it's business, it's like that, I don't know. I stand with Megan. At the end of the day, people can do what they want to do, but for me to be someone that you have consistently collaborated with, and we have gotten multiple hits together, for you to collab with a dude who abused me, allegedly shot me, and you guys don't even have a track record of having hits together, you've like, even if you didn't have any control of the song being released, at least talk about the fact that like you don't like that the song's coming out. But the baby act like he didn't care. It's like, oh yeah, me Tory song out, whatever. It's like, no, like, come on and say, listen, I don't rock with Tory. I can't control the song coming out, but I don't support the song. I did it before, you know, he shot Meg, whatever it is. Like, I just feel like the baby should have had a little bit more, like, maybe him and Megan are not really friends like that, but it just seems like they're cool, and they always have a great business relationship. So I don't know why the baby would fuck that up to go and collab with Tory when money ain't coming in for Tory like it's probably coming in for you and Megan. So I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so Megan said I'm not gonna be a search of the baby, so she left, and I'm not mad at her. I stand with her. And yeah, the baby came out and performed his verse, and then yeah, I think we had Lil Baby come out, and h.e.r. was like, you know, playing guitar while Lil Baby was going too. That was interesting. Yeah, so all this performance was just whatever. It's just another DJ Khaled ensemble. Everybody and mama just, you know, come on stage doing their thing. It was whatever. It wasn't terrible, but also just like, all right, it was just there. It was cool. Across the board, nothing crazy. But DJ Khaled was being, you know, his usual annoying self, but at the end of the day, you still love it. At the end of the day, you still love it, because DJ Khaled, you love it at the end of the day. After the DJ Khaled performances, then we had the Viewer's Choice Award, and I went to Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce for the Savage remix, which I love. I love that song, so I'm happy they won it. Definitely I'm glad they won it. They definitely deserved it. It's also really funny how the baby didn't win shit tonight. Megan was like, I think she was the most awarded person, and I think she won like 3 or 4 awards, and the baby didn't win. He didn't win shit. But it is what it is, man. And then after that, we had Andre Day come out and perform 2 songs, Strange Fruit, and then Tigers and Tweed. I love both of these records. Her take on Billie Holiday's Strange Fruit was amazing. I loved how she did it, and I also liked how she then switched into Tigers and Tweed, which is like also like a modern like reimagination, and also like a modern version of Strange Fruit. And I love that song. I put it in my BSM 17, and I liked how like she also incorporated a little bit of hip hop into the performance. It was definitely one of my highlights of the night. Andre Day gave one of my favorite performances of the night. I loved her performance. Andre Day, y'all gotta stop sleeping on her. She's such a vibe. She's beautiful. She can sing. She's so chill. She's such a cool person. Like, I love Andre Day. And like I said, her acting in the Billie Holiday movie was amazing. So definitely go check that out. Yeah, man, I'm just so glad that she got to perform those songs on a major stage like that, because a lot of people don't really know Tigers and Tweed or her version of Strange Fruit. So I'm glad she got to perform on a really big stage like that. And most of y'all really sleep on those songs, so I definitely want y'all to tap into them. And I also love like the horn player that wasn't that was like, I think when she was doing Strange Fruit, she had a horn player. He was dope as well. I love that part. And I loved all the backup dancers that were like, I think they all had like military outfits on. They would give it like military vibes. I love the militant feel of it. It was just really intimate, really on some like social justice shit. I just love the vibe of it. It was so powerful. I loved it. It was a really great moment for the show. I loved it. And I also loved how she just incorporated like 2 different vibes. Like she gave us like, you know, jazzy, old school throwback soul with Strange Fruit, while giving us like modern, updated, you know, hip hop soul with Tigers and Tweet. And I love that. I love how she did that combo, showing how versatile of an artist she is, because she really is such a versatile artist, you know. And she was really in the zone. I really love that. She was really in the zone. I feel like it was such a beautiful tribute to Billie Holiday, while also like highlighting a new musical icon in my eyes. So I loved it. It was amazing. Definitely great. And then after the Andre Day performance, we had the In Memoriam, which was so sad because it lasted so long and there were so many names and faces that I was like, oh my god, we did lose them in the past year. There's been so much death, man. There's so much death, which is why more than ever these days, I'm grateful for life. Every day I wake up, I'm grateful for life, because there's been so much death with COVID and just a lot of our legends dying, you know, aging out and dying of natural deaths. There's just been so much death happening. So that was a really sad part of the show, but it was good for us to, you know, acknowledge our legends who have passed on. So the last person for the In Memoriam section was DMX, which then transitioned us into the DMX tribute. That was definitely one of the best parts of the show. It was a great way to end the show off. We started off the DMX tribute with Method Man, and then we went into him doing so Method Man went first, and then after Method Man went, we had a performance by Griselda doing Hood Blues. Westside, we had Westside Gun, Conway, Benny the Butcher, all doing their thing, rapping Hood Blues. It was great. And then after, we had Griselda come on, and then we had then we had Michael K. Williams come out and do like this poetic version of Slippin'. That was amazing. It felt so powerful. And Michael K. Williams definitely now needs to do whatever. If there's ever going to be a biopic of DMX, as long as they can make Michael look younger for when they need to, I feel like Michael K. Williams will be a great representative for a DMX biopic. I feel like he would be great. Like he fit the role. He would fit the role so well. Like it's perfect. So Michael K. Williams definitely one of the highlights of the night. Given that powerful poetic version of Slippin' was amazing, with like his family and kids and shit watching it. That was amazing as well. And then after Michael K. Williams did that part, and I think we had Swizz Beatz and the Lox come out and do you know, Rough Riders anthem and Party Up in Here. Or no, I think, no, and then Busta Rhymes came out and he did Party Up in Here, and that was just, yeah, like to see like Swizz Beatz, the Lox come out and do Rough Riders anthem, and then Busta come out and literally understand the assignment and then pull off, you know, Party Up in Here like to a T. It was perfect. It was such a great way to send off DMX's legacy and his life and his beautiful, you know, career, as well as a way to send off the show officially. It was perfect. I loved it. Everybody involved with it, I think it flowed so well. I feel like everybody involved was perfect. You know, they had, you know, Method Man, you know, Griselda, Swizz Beatz, Busta Rhymes, the Lox. Like it was perfect. It was great. I loved it. You know, everybody had, you know, had the R, the Rough Rider logos on. Everyone put the X's up. It was amazing. Rest in peace, DMX. We love you, bro. We love you. We love you. We love you. Amazing tribute. Shout out to BT for that tribute. I thought it was really well done. And that pretty much was the end of the show, y'all. And then Taraji ended us off. So that was the show, y'all. To end off the video, let me talk to y'all about who won the awards that I didn't mention yet. I already talked about Album of the Year, Video of the Year, Viewer's Choice Awards. Best Collab went to Cardi and Megan for a WAP. Best Male R&B Pop Artist went to Chris Brown. No surprise there. It could have went to The Weeknd too, but I'm not surprised to give it to Chris Brown. I already talked about Best Female and Best Male Hip Hop Artist. Best Group, I talked about. Best New Artist, I talked about. The Bobby Jones Gospel Inspiration Award went to Kirk Franklin for A Strong God. The h.e.r. Award I talked about. Video Director of the Year went to Bruno Mars and Florent Deckard, which is really interesting. I guess it's for the Leave the Door Open video. I'm surprised no one else won that. I thought maybe Colin Tilley would have won that, but alright. Shout out to Bruno Mars for winning Video Director of the Year. Really random. Best Movie went to Judas and the Black Messiah, which I'm not mad at. Definitely not mad at. I'm glad it won. That's a really good category. We had Soul, United States vs. Billie Holiday, One Night Miami, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Coming to America was trash. Should not be here, but alright. Best Actor went to Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, Chadwick. We love you. Young Stars Award went to Marseille Martin. I'm not surprised. Shout out to Marseille. Sportswoman of the Year went to Naomi Osaka. Shout out to her. What's up, Queen? Sportsman of the Year went to LeBron James. Shout out to you, King. And then Best New International Act went to Bree Runway, which also I'm very happy for. Bree Runway is amazing. I thought they could give it to maybe Arlo Parks as well, or maybe even Thames, but I'm not mad Bree Runway won it. She's amazing as well. So yeah, man, that was the 2021 BET Awards. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. Let me know what y'all thought about the show. Did you guys hate it? Did you love it? Do you think it was okay like me? I thought it was a pretty good show. It had some low points, but I thought it was a pretty good show for the most part. And I'm not mad at BET. I'm more so mad at the couple of artists we have in our generation right now for not really being performers like they really should be, but that's another conversation for another day, like I said. But overall, I thought the show was pretty good. But let me know what y'all thought about the show down below. Let me know what your favorite performances, what were your favorite moments, what were your least favorite performances, what are the performances that you hated. Let me know. I want to know down below as well. Yeah, just give me all your thoughts on the show down below, okay? Appreciate y'all. And like I always say, guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay? Thank you. All right, y'all, please, guys, live your best life, drink more water, stay woke, and if you're mad or sad, go listen to your favorite song, make you feel better, okay? Go listen to your favorite song. All right, y'all, this has been your boy Bright, the R&B Kid. Thank you for watching, but for now, I'm signing off, baby. Bye, y'all. Peace. Oh, wear your mask. We're still no Hope Panini.
I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no, 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 no. I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no, no, no. Relax just a little bit. You don't gotta worry, you can just